Hello and welcome to Go Create Craft. My name's Ian. I am Natalie's other half, and today I'm going to be showing you through the ScanNCut feature of print and cut. So to do this, I've already got Canvas open on my screen, and the first thing we're going to set up is our page size and the registration marks. So there are two ways of doing this. You have an option at the top of the screen which is premium, which turns on the registration marks. Or we can go to the side here where we have the layout, or artboard, sorry. And then you have your artboard size. So we're going to set that to A4 because most printers are A4. You can see it resizes our map on the screen. And then we're going to turn on to show the registration marks. Now that we've done that, we can go over to our trace option, which is this little image tracing. And we're going to ask it to trace an image from the computer. So things to be aware of when looking for files is that you want them to be less than 10 meg in size. And you want them to be in either a JPEG or a PNG. So I have picked one of our flowers here because it's under the size I've already looked for. And then you can go down to that one. I know that one's under the size. So size there is 8.4 meg, so we know it's going to work. It's a PNG, again, so no issues. And we press open. And there we can see, so we have the light blue line around the outside, which is where it's tracing. So here you can see it's tracing the outer edge only. So when it cuts out, it will cut this lovely outside edge without any issues. We press OK, and there's our flower into Canvas. Now we can move this around. It moves it around as an entire image. And if we press the Alt key, we can duplicate it, and we can have as many as we want on here. The only thing I would say is make sure that your box is within the red outline area. Otherwise, it may not cut properly once you have it on when you send it to your ScanNCut. So we can get 6 to a screen. I'll probably get more than that, but I managed to get 6 on earlier. Pop that there. Let's put that one up there for a moment. Move that one down. So do be careful when moving them to make sure you have the whole of the item selected. If you click more than once on the design, you may end up with just the outline, which does happen occasionally. And when you're moving, then you're moving your cut line rather than moving the actual image. So you don't want to do that. Let me undo. There we go. Let's pop that back. So you've got your 6 flowers there. And once you're happy with your design, you can then take that. So we have to then export the image. So it doesn't actually print direct from Canvas. It has to export it to Adobe Acrobat to be able to actually print it. So we go up to File at the top, and then we have Export PDF File, and then you want all visible layers. So this will give us where we want to save it. So I'm going to pop it on the desktop. And I'm going to just overwrite the one I already did this morning, which is Flowers Test PDF. Let's go through if I want to replace it, which I do, because it's the same as I had this morning. And then, unfortunately, it doesn't automatically open in Acrobat. You have to actually physically open Adobe Acrobat, which we have here. And then we want to open a file. So we can go to Open. And then we have our flower test, which is there. Which is our file. Open. And if we drop that sizing down, because it's a little... we go back to page level. Now we can see it comes up with our design, images, and cut lines. We then need to print it, so we go up to our print option at the top. And the important thing here is to change the scale just down a few percent, so you want it onto 97%. So this allows it for your registration marks to fit actually on the page when you print it. If you leave it at custom scale or fit, it messes up where it puts the files. And we'll go print. And hopefully once that's printed, it's just doing. So whilst you're waiting for that to print, we can go back to Canvas. And from here, we need to send it to our ScanNCut. So again, by going to File at the top and Export Transfer FCM File, it gives you a warning that the image data will not be exported or transferred with the cut data. So basically it's saying it will only send the outside edges that we have on the line. So we go OK, and we're going to transfer via the internet because we have it set up on here. So our file's now printed. So if I just change cameras quickly. So as you can see, we've got registration marks at top and bottom. We have our image, and we also have our black outline, which is the cut line of where it's going to cut out. So then we're going to go over to our ScanNCut, and we're going to see what the file looks like on there. So over at our ScanNCut, we're just going to turn this on. Press OK. No, I don't want to retrieve from previous memory. That's something Nat was doing the other day. Just waiting there for the ScanNCut symbol to, the Wi-Fi symbol to show up so we can know it's going to be able to retrieve the data. And we're pulling it down from the cloud. And there we go. So that's our cut file that it pulls down. Press OK. And it gives you the instructions to put your printed material on, and it tells you how to do it, for which way up put the paper. So there's no easy way of getting it wrong. It puts it all through. Tells you how to do it, which way up the paper goes. So if you look on the paper, you can see you have the diagram there with the ScanNCut images that shows which way around you need these to go, which match the symbol on here. So when you're loading to the mat, just make sure you have it the right way up. If you have them that way, then you need to turn your page up the other way, and otherwise you won't be cutting in the right places. And that's how you use the scan and cut options, or print and cut with the scan and cut.